Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back. I'm Heather, or Miss Postweight if you're one of my students, and this is Pages with Postweight. And today we are going to talk about the Festival of Books that was at the U of A in Arizona this last weekend. All the amazing authors that I got to go and see, and a couple that I actually got my book signed for, and kind of a small book haul. So we'll talk all about that. If that sounds good, stick around. I am so excited. So just so you know, I wait all year for the Festival of Books to arrive in Arizona. And I go almost every year and I spend the whole weekend. So one of the cool things about it is if you're a teacher, really boring if you're not a teacher, but if you're a teacher, you can get credit for like your hours of professional development that you need. And so just for free, listening to authors talk about books. Yes, please sign me up. So I attended 8 of these sessions. I got 8 credit hours and was in my happy place all weekend long. So fantastic, so much fun. There's so much to do there. I was gonna try and video and like do a little vlog, but I'm technically challenged in some ways and don't know how to do all of that. So I'm still learning. So let me talk about some of the cool things that I was able to do and the authors that I met. And so if I have a book that I can show you that they wrote, I'll put it up here. Maybe some of their more famous ones I'll try and put up there. And if I took a picture of the author, I'll try and put it up there as well. The first one that I went to was really exciting because it was all middle grade. I love that. And really big names. Kate DiCamillo was there. Tales of Despero, Because of Winn-Dixie, that's the author. Dan Gemenhart, and I'll show you a couple of his. I actually have one from the library that he wrote. So The Midnight Children, The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise is probably the one that I have recognized him from. And the second one was actually there. I didn't buy it, but I really got tempted. So there's a sequel to that whole story. And then the third author that was there was Veera Hiranandani, who I have talked about because she wrote The Night Diary, has some new things coming out. In fact, the next book in that series, A Meal and the After. That panel was so fun. They went through, and if you're familiar with The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise, you know, the 3 questions that they ask in the book. Well, the person that ran the panel asked them the 3 questions. So we found out their favorite sandwich and their favorite place on earth. And you just can't ask readers what their favorite book is because all of us have like favorite books, not one, just huge piles. So anyway, it was fantastic. I loved that. The next one that I went to that was really good was the Amulet series. So I got to see the author for Amulet, Kazu Kibushi, and how he's finished up the universe. So the last one just came out. He's writing all kinds of things. That was fun. And he was with another author who you may recognize, also does graphic novels, and that was Judd Winnick with his Hilo series. That was really fun. He's got so much energy. So I actually got to do one of the carousels. He was one of the authors for that too. So really fun. Very cool. And then did the carousel. So a carousel is like speed dating for authors. And I got to do a middle grade one on Saturday and a YA one on Sunday. And so it's 8 authors that speed date tables. You go in, you sit at the table, and the authors come to you. They've got 7 minutes to pitch their book and let you ask questions. It's my favorite. I love it. You get to hear people that are just starting out. You get to meet authors that, you know, have a whole thing. It was so much fun. So many books. My TBR is off the charts at this point for all these fantastic books and authors. So that was a ton of fun. Some of the authors there were some of my favorites. Regina La Roca, and she wrote, the book I read for her was Red, White, and Whole. That was a novel in verse, kind of about her. It wasn't autobiographical, but it's certainly pulled from her life in the 80s. She laughed about it. She's like, yeah, my historical fiction novel from the 80s. Like, yeah. I feel you, honey. I feel you. That one was really good. The new one out, or the first one, is Sonia and the Golden Beasts. I can't wait to get my hands on that one. So that sounded so fantastic. There were several. Sayantari Dasgupta. I'm so sorry. I know I'm messing that up. So she writes middle grade NYA. She's got the Serpent Secret and like the Secrets of the Sky. She's got this portal fantasy. Her energy was so wonderful. She was just fun. And if her books are half as fun as she is, I mean, I gotta get some of those and put them into kids' hands. Jennifer Nielsen was in that. She was pitching some of her new historical fiction. She has some really good ones coming out. Really fun, fantastic author. She's fun to see. P. DeJelly Clark has a series coming out, and that is A Benny's Song, and kind of got this unwilling apprentice. It's a mythology. It's a new world. It's set up in a trilogy. Looks fantastic. Honestly, my to-read list is huge now. That was so fun. Loved all of that. I went to the YA, same thing, speed dating for authors, and got to hear some fantastic authors there as well. The very first author I sat at her table was Ayana Gray, and she's got this trilogy, Beasts of Prey, Beasts of Ruin, and I think maybe Beasts of War might be the last one, but I can't figure that out here. Anyway, I didn't have a book for her to sign at that time, but when I went to the kiosk where you can buy the books and everything, there was a signed copy, so I had to grab it. So I have the first one in the series with the author's signature. So super excited. This one's YA, so it's not going to get read in March. I'm going to put this one probably in April, maybe May, because it's a little bit of a chonker, and I know there's 2 more, so I'm probably going to want to binge the series. But I was super excited. So that's one of my books that I bought. Awesome authors. Kristen Simmons was there, Shelby Mahurin, Mark Gregson, Hafsa Faisal. I know I messed that one up. I'm so sorry. I desperately want her books. I just couldn't grab them. So those are on my 100% gotta get list. And I'll just put some of the ones she was talking about. A Tempest of Tea, which is set in the same world as We Hunt the Flame, but it's in London. It's this tea house. Vampires are a part of it. I mean, I was just like, okay, this sounds right up my alley. I'm loving it. Yeah. Then I got to go to 3 amazing panels. Just so first you have the speed dating, and then it was just bam, bam, bam of amazing authors. So Sunday was probably the best day ever. The first one that I got to go to was Marissa Myers. So I did not buy this there, just to give you an idea. So Marissa Myers wrote The Lunar Chronicles, Renegades, Gilded. She's got some contemporary realistic fiction, romance, YA kind of things coming out. Oh my gosh, she's hysterical. She was just cracking jokes left and right. I tried really, really hard to get a selfie with her, but ran out of time and just, I was next in line. Darn it. Okay, lots of fun to listen to her and to just kind of get a feel for her progress. I mean, what a journey she's been on. So she's quite the amazing author for that YA middle grade. The next panel that I went to, I loved this panel. So this was Indigenous Stories by Indigenous Authors. So the authors here, 2 of them are some of my new up and coming favorite authors. They're not up and coming. They've been writing forever. They're new to me and I am loving it. I was so excited that they were coming. And so that would be David A. Robertson and Sherry Demeline. And they were both there, and I'm so excited. They're really good friends. They both live in Canada. I actually got David to sign my book before on Saturday, and then told him I was going to go to the panel. He was really excited because apparently they're really good friends. He was excited that Sherry was going to be there. I did not get these signed. She wasn't feeling 100%, and I don't think she was signing it. I just wasn't going to like trouble her. So I did not get the ones by her, but I did buy. So these are some of the ones that I got because I wanted physical copies. I was hoping for a signature, but that's okay. I didn't own this one before this, and so now I do. And then I went ahead and got this one, which is by Sherry Demeline as well. It's like I think it was marketed as a queer Indigenous retelling of The Secret Garden. Yeah, sign me up. So very excited for this. Can't wait to read it. So that's 3 of the books that I got. This panel was fantastic. Besides the 2 that I've already mentioned, Laurel Goodluck and Cynthia Leitch Smith were also there. And what was really interesting, and I believe it's Cynthia and David. So, there are 2 imprints. There's one in Canada and one in the United States that publish Indigenous stories. So David runs the one in Canada, and I think it's Cynthia that runs the one here in the United States. And so they were both on the panel. That was so exciting. So I have tons of books to look for from these authors, and I can't recommend those enough. And finally, the last one of my absolute favorite authors is Donna Barbara Higuera. She wrote The Last Quintista. She wrote Lupe Wong Won't Dance. She was there. I had hoped to get this one signed. I bought her newest one, and it's gorgeous. Look at this cover. Look at this cover. I love it. Her panel, the cool thing about it was that it was run by the middle school ambassadors. So it was run by kids. The whole room was filled with these middle school kids who were asking the questions, talking about like the stuff that you have to do for each session. Like they were running the show. There was obviously an adult supervisor, but they had read the latest book, the Alabrejas, and we're asking her questions about it. I got a little spoiled, unfortunately, but that's okay. It was so delightful to have those kids involved, and I have to find out what's going on there, see if I can't get my students involved. I know I've got kids in my book club who would absolutely love that kind of thing. You get to have interactions with the authors. Oh my word. Yes, please. So that was really neat. She was talking about the covers and how the US does not have the soft cover out yet. So in the US, you have to get the hard covers, but all the kids had soft covers, like paperbacks. So she was talking about how that's the UK cover and that the UK doesn't print hardbacks. So she wanted to compare the covers, and she asked if anybody had a hardcover. Guess who did? So I volunteered mine. She's holding it up and talking about it. That was really cool. But before she gave it back, she signed it, guys. So that was awesome. I just scared my cat. So that was my happy place. I was so excited about that. Got that one signed. She was so fun. She's just a delight. I even got to ask her a question. So that was exciting too. I asked her about if she plans to do any more of the realistic fiction, because Lupe Wong is a contemporary, YA or middle grade. And she had an idea for that, and she's not sure, but she was thinking about it. It's not off the table, is what she basically said. Cool fun fact, maybe you already know this, but I didn't know this, and it's not spoilery. But did you know these are in the same universe? I didn't know that. So La Quintista, hopefully you've read it. If not, please read this one. They escape Earth because Earth's about to be hit by an asteroid, like destroyed, whatever. This one's set 400 years in the future of these people that are escaping, right? This one answers the question of what happened to Earth. So time periods are the same, 2 different places, same universe, basically, which I love that connection. I love it. I love it. I love it. So very happy with that. Festival of Books. It's fantastic. If you're anywhere in the area, there were people coming from California and New Mexico, all over the place, just to attend this fantastic little thing at the U of A. I guess I should show you my haul all together. This is what I got from the Festival of Books. I probably could have kept going, but yeah, I saved my pennies and this is what I got. I was really, really excited for this. So, did anybody else go to the Festival of Books? Or do you guys have something where you live where the authors come and you can go and just breathe in, drink in the whole thing? I did miss an author that I really wanted to see, but they were an adult author, and obviously I just spent all my time and energy in the kids section, so, and had a great time, and I don't regret a thing. 0 regrets. Anyway, all right, happy reading, and we'll talk to you soon.